Y'all, I went to IKEA. I got myself this great hat. I was gonna buy a new like slicker to put over myself when I'm walking because I'm a walker. And I have one, it just doesn't have a hood. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get a hat. I'm gonna get an IKEA hat. What do y'all think? Y'all, how much was my IKEA hat? It was $5.99. Y'all, I think it's kind of cute. Little statement. Love my IKEA. So y'all, the IKEA situation. Number one, so good seeing my girls. Just so much fun. They're so great. I like who I am around them, I guess. I don't know. But we met at 11 and we ate. We talked and talked and talked. And it's so nice because it's cafeteria, so no one could give us the eye, like, could y'all move it somewhere? So that was nice. We sat in the sunshine. It was so lovely. And Sandy treated me to lunch, and I had chicken tender. I'm a little sketchy about the meatballs, y'all, since I heard there was horse, but maybe that's not the truth anymore. But once it's in my mind, y'all, and mashed potatoes, and then we got a big slice of, they have chocolate fudge cake, y'all. We shared it. It was phenomenal. That's all I'm going to say. And Sandy got me a scone. This is an almond scone. I ate it last night. Oh, good. Give me a cup of joe. And Michelle made me some mochi, y'all. I love this mochi. I have to find it. Good Lord, where did I put my mochi? It's a Japanese sort of dessert, but the texture makes me so happy. And Cindy got me a bag of goodies and ivory soap. She watched my video when I said I needed ivory soap. That was awesome. A bunch of fun masks and stuff. Makeup and, you know, just a cool gift bag from the Dollar Tree, which y'all know. Love me the Dollar Tree, y'all. I'm looking rough. Looking a little rough here. It's because I had fast food last night. So we were walking around and I had my little list of things I wanted to get. I pretty much stuck to the list. I did not, the hat was not on my list. And I got a real pretty bowl and plate. I just got one. I thought, it's so cute. I can't wait to show you guys that. But this is not my IKEA haul. It's just a couple fun things. Like, I got these. I usually get them at the Dollar Tree, but I like the sizes a little smaller. I don't know. I just think they're amazing. And so I wanted to take these in my shower today. How much were these, y'all? See, I haven't marked up everything yet. And if you know Swedish, you're really good, but I don't know Swedish. They weren't much. They were, I don't know, like $3.99 for 3 of them. It's about comparable to the Dollar Tree, but I love the colors, y'all. And this is a fun, I'm gonna paint the, I wanna do a swatch with these colors. Y'all, excuse me. Claire, are you having some crunchies? We're up a little late. I was watching a YouTube art video in bed, as one does, when you don't want to do what you should do. So I love those colors. So I got that. And now Swedish Lala in Swedish, I'm not saying it right, it means paint. So I got these. I mean, they just have stuff everywhere. This is a good piece of paper. That's a good piece of paper, y'all. So these were maybe $3.99, something like that. And I got it because I like, they're littler, which I thought was interesting. These are in the children's section, y'all. Don't ever miss out on the children's section of stuff, right? Oops. Okay. Oh my God, some days are just dropping days, y'all. This is where people would edit but y'all never see a video from me. So they're kind of little. They're meant for little hands. But you know how where you hold the brush makes a difference on the strokes. But they're pretty good quality, y'all. But I love, look at that. This is the one I got for. I love this. I love the size. And you can, ooh, what's that coming out? So anyway, you know. So I got those. That was on my list. But IKEA art stuff was on my list. And then I got this. This was, you know, I think I felt like I was looking on the right website, but they said $9.99, but it was $12.99. I got two. I got one for Mom. Excuse me. For Clara, Beverly's niece, grandnieces. So I'm going to color swatch this. I'm going to color swatch them. I'm going to color swash them. Oh my gosh, y'all. So here's the story. There's always a story. So it was so overwhelming for me to be in IKEA. Now, this is the first time I've been since my mom's gone, and we went all the time. My mom loved her meatballs and loved walking around, and, you know, she loved frames and stuff like that. So, like I said, we met at 11. We talked for a couple hours. So we were walking around on a holiday at the IKEA in the afternoon. Now, I never do that. I really don't. My mom and I were early birds. We would get up. We'd be there when it opens, do our shopping, eat, and get out. Y'all, I left my temperature on, I forgot. It was 69. I feel like I can't breathe. Like crazy. And I had my humidifier going. Anyway, I digress. So at some point I thought, okay, there was one thing I couldn't find I really wanted, and it's silly, but they have it, and probably because I, you know, not that I love everything everyone loves, but usually I can zone in on stuff, but they were really big on their napkins, and to have them in a little box. So on the side, there's a design, and you can just pull it out, which I think is awesome to have. One, I wanted to get one for work, but I wanted to get one for me, but I couldn't find them at all. And at some point, you have friends with you got to move on. And I think that's one of the few things I didn't find. I found some other stuff, like they have really great pillows. There's one that's like $79.99. Oh my God, it's a nice pillow. But I want to wait till I get my new mattress, and then I'm going to Google and just see some reviews on the different pillows. And I found the trash can I like, but I don't need it right now. It's for my studio. It's tall. It's like a taller one, and it's thinner. So that's what I want. And I want to put a bag and not have everything fall out and tip over and all kinds of stuff. But I don't need it yet. There's like $17, I think. And I haven't looked at Walmart or those. I just can't walk around Walmart and all these places looking. You know, it's not good for me. But anyway, so by the time we got to checkout, they only have self-checkout. Only. How do you people get, I'm a pretty competent human being, but I love when, you know, you put on the belt and they're doing it and you're rushing to get it put away. Anyway, you know, a big surface is just crazy. So a lot of things I got were bigger. I didn't get a lot. It's about $100-ish. A little less than that. But it just was, thank God Sandy was helping me and maneuvering me along. So, but then I ordered a hot dog, 75 cents, y'all, but I wanted the thing of Swedish rolls. So I got my hot dog. It's just commotion everywhere. And you waited for my number, got my hot dog, and then I went and found my Swedish rolls. And I need some mustard, and they had a mustard. And I thought, I'm going to try the mustard. Well, I'm looking around. Usually there's a person there that scans you out at that section. Nobody. I was like, Sandy, what are we going to do? I'm not leaving without my rolls. Anyway, we had to find a kiosk and scan. It was just, thank God Sandy helped me, because that's all I thought I'm losing it. This one more second, it'll be like, I would have told the girls, film me as I scream and have a hissy fit here at the IKEA. No one would probably notice. So finally, everyone got a couple things. But as we're leaving, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I got to walked into men's bathroom. I look around, I'm like, oh. And then they were laughing. Laughing at me. It's the third time in a month. And I don't know if it's just lack of paying attention or I'm dyslexic. And sometimes I think luckily I don't do this much when I drive, but I was thinking like it's when you tell someone turn right, but you really mean left, but in your head, you know what I mean, y'all? This is life with ADHD. And I think, honestly, I'm going to call my channel now, it's Tracy from the Mermaid Code, but it's not going to be with ADHD. It's just going to be like, welcome to my ADHD life. Today's episode is IKEA. Because it's just the thing. But I was so tired. I thought, my mom and I'm starting to understand my mother more because we would get up early and we'd push through whatever we had to do. Like we wouldn't be home by 12, one at the latest. And it got to a point where she couldn't do it anymore. Like she could do one thing. And I understand it a lot more now. But for me, it's more mental than physical. Now, I haven't been around that many people like that. And it's just the energy is overwhelming. And places that have that big open kind of feel, like Costco. But I'm in and out of Costco. I can't imagine the circumstances that I would go to a Costco on a Sunday afternoon. Now, my brother loves to shop then. No. I don't enjoy standing in line and all the drama. But anyway, so that's my IKEA story. So Michelle gets me home and I'm coming in. I'm thinking I'm going to rest. And then I realized I don't have my phone. Somehow it fallen out in Michelle's car. Because I know I had my phone in the car because we were doing my Waze and it was very annoying. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. And I just thought, you know what? We're going to take a nap. Because I know Michelle had said she might go to Costco and do other things. So I knew she wasn't home. I thought, you're going to wait till 6 or something till traffic's better. But and then my TV wouldn't turn on with my Roku. So, and it felt weird. I felt disconnected. Oh my God, I can't go. Like, it just felt very strange. And like Beverly and I hadn't really talked because she was on an adventure in Georgetown yesterday or the day before buying a avocado mattress with her husband and ex-husband and sister-in-law. So, yeah, I'm not going to buy a $3,500 mattress. She should. She has the money. It's a thing. And I'm glad she did it because she's been wanting to do it. I'm going to get a decent mattress. I'm going to go to the Mattress Warehouse outlet, But, yeah, I'm going to wait till all my surgeries are done. And that will be my next thing. But anyway, and I just was like, okay, this is strange. Like, because I wanted to talk to y'all immediately. I wanted to do some art and show you. So I don't know. Have I lost the ability to be alone? Because when I know I'm alone when I'm filming, but I don't feel alone. And it was just, I thought, you're just so overtired and stimulated. And Sandy was talking about her daughter too. It's like, it gets to be overwhelming. And I don't know. Is this partly pandemic has affected some of my ADHD kind of tendencies? No, everyone's been affected by the pandemic. I see it in customers. It just is a thing. So I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you don't need to know the answer. Sometimes you just, okay, I need to rest. I need to take a shower. I need to sit quietly in a chair. I need to read something uplifting. I have choices because you can't, can imagine, this, I would never be at IKEA again in the, afternoon. I just thought, I thought I'd be lonely if I went by myself. So, and so it was fun to have them. And so I think Michelle's birthday's next, so she can choose, and she's not choosing the IKEA. It's like from my house with traffic, it's like an hour. From her house, she's like 15, 20 minutes to my house, depending on the traffic. Anyway, that's the story. What you think, Claire? There was nothing Claire wanted from the IKEA. Well, I did get a bag. I got one bag. I wanted some new of these tall zippy bags that I use for like recycling and stuff because they zip and I can get them to the trash can without sort of spilling everywhere usually. They didn't like the designs and I thought, okay, Like, so here's one. This is one of my old IKEA bags. Isn't it cute? And it's recycling, but you can't zip it. So I just have to remember not to fill it so, so high. I love stuff like that. And those bags last. That bag's probably 20 years old. Wow. I'm still tired, y'all. It's 8:30. I'm way behind schedule. It was funny. I decided yesterday when I was in the car with Michelle, I rescheduled my vets for next Tuesday. And I'm like, because I would have gotten up at 6, and I just thought, you know what? You're tired. It's okay. It's the first time I've rescheduled. So I will have next week. And I got a runny nose. I feel a little bit like a cold. This might be allergies. I got to start doing my neti pot, y'all. But so let's go into neti pot. So the neti pot, you go up and it comes out. Now, I tried this years ago because of Oprah and Dr. Oz. And he said, you're not going to choke, it's fine. The first time I did it, I was very brave because I hate the idea of water. Nobody likes that. And it really does work. It really does not go into, you don't feel like when you swatter water up your nose when you're swimming. It's nothing like that. But it does really help. But instead of a neti pot, because you have to make sure those suckers are super clean, I get the ones that it's already mixed up and it has this thing. And so I have to get new ones of that. And I have like I think like a $5 built up at the CVS. And I need to pick up my refill of eye drops. So CVS. I'll just say neti pot, but I mean the nose cleaning thing and my script. I had to come up on my CVS, like, do you want to refill this? And I thought, yeah, because the lady said, let me know if you need more eye drops after your first surgery. We'll get you a new prescription, but they had a refill. So I just thought, let me refill that and have it. Not worry about it. Anyway, and I think for me too, I still have the urge, everything I touch or like, and I got the Ziploc bags, which I'm going to share with Beverly. But there's still a thing I get overwhelmed. And now I know it's my brain, right? It's not that I'm greedy or all this stuff. There's something, and I guess I was reading about like you do things for a dopamine hit. And there's a thing, because they're trying to sell you a course about detoxing from dopamine hit. So I don't know what that is. I know it's something to focus on and learn about. So I guess you get a dopamine hit when you shop online or you shop or you eat, or I don't know. I don't know. It's like frantically decluttering and getting like 8 hours of work done in an hour dopamine hit. But that's what I'm going to explore. And, I know a lot of you do not have ADHD, or you might have neuro. I've just decided everyone, there's every human's a spectrum, right? We all have something that, I don't know. I just think brains, this fallacy. I mean, I think in history, 200 or 300 years in the future, so planet Earth is here. People are on it. They're going to be like, wow, that was like barbaric, the way people were treated. Like there is no norm. Like breast cancer research, they did it on men forever. Men don't get breast cancer like women do, right? You know what I mean? The way of medicine had been. And, it's just, we really are sort of like in the Wild West frontier. We think we know everything. And don't get me started on cancer research. There's been so much money at cancer research. You tell me they don't know how to cure cancer. They can't cure. Something feels fishy to me. I could be wrong. But my instinct is, where's the money going to go? Like, are people, I don't know. Something seems weird about that. Like when Mimi died, I thought, how do they not know how to help her? How did they not know? I mean, she was on it. She didn't like all of a sudden like, oh my, I have a huge mass and go to the doctor and it is stage 4. She was on it. So don't get me started on that. But my whole point is this idea of normal and not normal and divergent. We're all divergent. 100%. It's your brain. Your brain's not exactly like anybody else's brain. Right? You and I can look at something. I can see an art object. I can see art and you're like, this piece of trash. Who's right? Who's wrong? It doesn't matter. It's just the way our brains are. It's that simple. So don't get me started. But, you know, I still am working through the pain and the healing of feeling like something was wrong with me most of my life, right? And not even truly understanding the depth of it, just the surface level of something's wrong with you. Something's really wrong with you. And I used to feel like when people, not when they were kind to me, but when they really liked me or, you know, almost like I fooled them, right? Like I know I've read some like actors and artists, musicians, and they're successful and people love their stuff and they're like waiting for the shoe to drop, like waiting to go, okay, no, we got wrong. It wasn't you, it was them kind of feeling. But that's the truth. That's the truth. And I've worked my way through it and I understand and I can, you know, I understand now and it feels really good. People who really support me, love me, think I'm wonderful. But of course I got to do that, right? And I'm working on it. So, you know, but I am hard on myself and the world's hard on you. People are hard on each other. And, you know, so I don't want to add to that. You know, there's still a level that you don't have control of. But again, you know, you can have control of how you process it, how you react to it, how you don't react to it, right? Be reflective, not reactive, that kind of thing. Anyway, that's what's happening. And y'all, I think if I wore this at work, well, people expect me to be crazy. But, you know, divergent. I don't know, but it's going to be good for my walk-in, y'all. So I have no excuses on walking in the rain. So I got to start taking you. My friend Tina wants me to take you along and talk. And then you guys, you know, I can't do it all the time, but like a walk and talk with Tracy. Like, okay, I'm going to walk for 10 minutes. You guys play this while you're walking and walk with me for 10 minutes if you're really struggling to walk, right? And then it would give me the onus to walk because I want to share that with you. So that's a thought. So many thoughts, you guys. Anyway, so yesterday, instead of doing everything I needed to do, I played with my art. So again, this wanderlust. I want to tell y'all too, Francesca Nunes, Nunes, and Francesca. She's in Portugal and she taught one of the classes and I signed up for newsletters and there's so many people teaching free courses or teaching a technique on YouTube. I just signed up for, it's a fine arts 2-day live workshop. So I don't know, it'll be when I'm at work. So I'll just catch parts of it. And it feels like way above where I'm at, but you could learn, I could learn how your first stage of doing an oil painting, like what do you do? Like I have no idea. So I thought it'd be interesting to watch. And then of course they do this so you'll pay for classes, which is fine, which makes sense. Like a starter course, like a taster course. But I'm committed. But Francesca Nunes has a free class that she linked in. It was this, the new video is about mark making and she uses sponges. That's how she's from. I think she's Portuguese. Sponges. But all these different things to make marks. And she uses nature as her inspiration. And, you know, it's so interesting how mark making, you know, is the gateway to, y'all, I know I'm in the dark, y'all, but it's for the best. Y'all trust me, it is for the best. But how mark making is a step into finding, you know, intuitive art, like out of your head kind of art, right? You can't make a mark wrong. Right? You can't make a dot. I'm sure I can figure out how to make it wrong, but in general, right? That's what you do. And she's really different. I really enjoy her. And she, this free workshop I took in September. So keep an eye out for this stuff. If you're interested, the Wanderlust did a 3-day live workshop, right? And I took off and I had fun, but really it's harder. It was wild and it was hard for my head, but you got to go back and rewatch them. So that was fun. But she was one of the ones that taught a class and she was in her garden in Portugal, y'all. But she's inspired by nature. And so this free thing on YouTube about mark making, she just uploaded, I think, a couple days ago. It's just fun to watch, you know, and it's fun to see her thought process. And she sees things I don't see, right? Because she studies nature and I'm working towards that a little bit. So one day on my walk, I want to collect like 10 things that I want to use in my art, right? Challenge myself that way. Just like Dollar Tree. Like you go, Dollar Tree is a great place to find fun stuff for art that aren't in the art aisle, right? And but she has these like twigs she's taped together. The class I watched her take is about sponges, how you use it as an art medium. But so I finished lesson 1. I'm going to go declare it done for now. I can always go back. I'm skipping to lesson 3 because it's also acrylic and I have my acrylics and my stuff out. Then I'm going to circle back to class 2, lesson 2, which is watercolor. And I'm getting in the groove here. So I want to show you, I have been filming some of my process. I think, is it Mary from Florida? Is that your name? I don't know. They mess up, something changed and they have weird stuff on people's thing. Like it's not the real name. I guess they did that for protection. I don't know. I don't like it. So I filmed some of that. And of course, I understand I don't have good lighting. I don't have the right camera. I did see somebody that I was looking at. One of the things they recommended is like you clip it and it's real tight and it can go down like that. So I might invest in that. Not now, but I'm thinking about it. So I'm declaring this done. Let's see. It's not the best lighting, y'all. I will put a picture of this on my Instagram. It doesn't really matter. But so what I changed from the last time is I put all these. So connect is my word. I struggled with it, this connect. Let me see. One day, y'all. One day. I think this is even more dark. Okay. There's no great way, y'all. I apologize. This I will work on. Anyway. So connect is my word, and I struggled with it. I really did. A lot of this stuff, like I could cover over that and do it again. But what I did do is I have this sheet of paper. This is amazing. Anyway, I'm not even going to be amazed anymore where things go. It just goes. Anyway, I think I show it. But I cut out, it's a big sheet of paper with just random colors, and then you draw on the back hearts and cut them out, right? And I tried it first with watercolor, and I didn't like sort of the messiness of it, but, So I cut some out, and I was thinking, like, what does connection mean to me, right? What does connection mean? So I want to connect to peace. I want to connect to healing, creativity, grace, angels, love, inner wisdom, and heart. And, but I love some of the marks and stuff that I made. I love all this. And this is the point, right? You could take a picture of this and try to reproduce it. You can't, because it's my marks, my hand. I probably couldn't reduce it, I couldn't do it again. But I'm thinking, there's a disconnect a little bit. Like I was thinking like I wanted it to go like this. So I don't know, like I feel connected to these things? I don't know. But I've declared it done, and I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with myself that I did it. And I'm also really pleased with myself that I struggled through some of the self-doubt that was creeping in. I know, y'all, this is crazy. And that was the point, because I got really uncomfortable. I was surprised because I had been, been doing all kinds of things that help with art, like loosening up and making pages and stuff I can use in collage. But I was really hesitant to follow through and just finish something, whatever that means, right? At least go on the next part of it. And the self-doubt really creeped in, but I worked through it. I realized what was happening, and I realized, the voices of teachers in the past and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, no, we're playing. There's no teacher who's going to say, well, you didn't color inside the lines, or your perspective's wonky, or whatever. And mine is, but that's mine. So how can it be wrong? And of course, you learn by doing, right? And I just want to be a sponge. And I feel like there's something really important here for me. And I feel like, like I said, I'm 59. This year is about, letting go, right? Letting go of the old stuff. Again, a snake who does not shed its skin dies. It's about shedding skin. It's about shedding this life from before. And being open to what's going to happen. And that makes me nervous and scared and a little bit. And that's okay, right? That's not about, bravery is being scared and doing it anyway. But I know there's something here for me. Don't know what it is, but I know that I have to do the work to get there. And honestly, the work is plain, working through self-doubt, self-judgment. So whatever it is that you think like, oh, I'm not going to join that group because whatever, it's stupid. I used to think that, like, well, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. Okay. Just like trying foods again that I thought I always didn't like. And, I don't like sardines. And I thought that might happen, but I tried it. Couldn't swallow it. It was in my mouth. So trying things that I assumed I didn't like or I didn't enjoy or don't want to do. And, you don't know unless you try. And if a 8-year-old decided she did not like Brussels sprouts, and probably a reason, they're probably nasty, doesn't mean my 59-year-old self isn't going to love a roasted in the oven, with garlic and vinegar and yumminess in the oven. So, that is where I'm giving myself a lot of grace. Y'all, grace is on here. So yeah, so these are the things I want to work towards, connecting to my heart. I could have put breath here. I might add breath, but my inner wisdom, love, and I think I'm definitely more connected to the love of friends and stuff and people who care about me. I think that is a connection that I've worked through, that it feels honest and real to me now. And not like, oh, I got them fooled, y'all. Fooled. Y'all are fooled. And the thing, for me and this channel is just being me, right? Because like I said, I wanted to do, I was influenced by, people doing Trader Joe's, people doing Dollar Tree shopping. And I just knew internally I did not want to have to do Dollar Tree stuff. And I also knew I work full time. I'm not going to be the one finding all the new stuff, right? I'm not. So people would probably be watching it because they want to see what I got, and my ideas about things. Same with Trader Joe's. And I thought, what? It's just got to be about me, what I'm interested in. And then it's real. And then I can't lose anything. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I don't have an angle, right? And now I've kind of morphed into the ADHD and wanting to talk about that and to understand myself actually more than, but if someone else can think, yeah, I'm like that, or, oh my God, that's important, I think, because where do grown up people, just trying to grow up, go and talk about stuff? You say to a friend or a coworker, yeah, I'm really struggling with doing my dishes or following through on getting my bedroom floor is full of clothes. Like, you don't, right? Chances are you usually don't, right? You guard sort of things that you don't feel good about yourself. And I am going to work towards actually filming some of that to let you know, because it does embarrass me. It does. And even though I'm understanding that, okay, this is not a matter of willpower or being lazy. This is really a struggle within my brain to complete this task. And so, yeah. So that's what's going on. Claire's standing with her back to me because she wants more and more food. Coffee, you guys. And I've been drinking protein shakes. I'm having at least 8 ounces when I wake up. I make one before I go to bed so I can get protein in my system. So when I have my coffee, it's not like boing. Yes, I know. I'm talking about you. What do you want to say to people? Huh? Yeah. She was good. She laid with me while I watched a little. I want to start looking at art first thing in the morning or something spiritual. And she, she let me pet her. So we're on to the next thing. Next new page, right? And I think what I might do is just one side. I don't think I'm gonna work smaller this time on one sheet. And again, this woman, I can't remember her name, but it's about negative space. So you kind of do the same thing, like you're going to do layers and marks and stuff like that. But then when you go to do a figure, like you're going to do a figure, you're going to like take black or dark blue or whatever darker than what you've used and kind of edge out a space that can be a person. And I always can't remember if I think I showed y'all. And you know what? I'm not going to feel bad that I can't remember if I told you something yesterday. It's just how it is. Okay. This is, I just got so thrown off yesterday. Anyway, I'll find it. But so the 100-day project, and it's interesting. I've been watching a lot of people talk about they're not doing the 100-day project because it feels like something they're going to fail out and then feel bad about. And I understand that. But I'm going to do, I'm going to draw animals or do a drawing and a small one. And my drawing is not going to look like a squirrel. Now, if I draw squirrels every day for 100 days, could probably look more like a squirrel. But I don't care about looking like a squirrel. I care that I'm doing it and trying to play with line. And I like things that are wonky and off perspective, which is a good thing because that's how I see things. Like my perspective, could it change and grow? Maybe, but I'm never going to be a realistic painter or collager or that kind of thing. So, but I think it's day 4 and I've done 2 and that's fine because I'm thinking, you know, I could do 2 at a time and I'm cutting out little paper and so I don't have this big page to fill out and doing that. And I have a project in mind with them and I want to practice doing them because this artist does them. I love them so much. And now my friend Sandy Hester, it's like her art too. So that's a good place to be. So yeah, so that's what's happening, y'all. And this will be a shorter one. I might do some color, do a separate video and doing color squashing. Why can't swatching be called color squashing? I mean, that's how my brain is, y'all. It is what it is. Luckily, it's a funny brain, y'all. Saved my life. I'm putting on here, squashing. That's a good term, y'all. Come do some color squashing with Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. All right, guys, you take care. And yeah, so we're going to have IKEA haul. I got it, y'all. What am I going to do about food? I have salad today, but it's not enough. I need nutrients. I'm making a fruit smoothie and it's going to have some good stuff in it that my supervisor has. And that's going to be my afternoon snack. And that's good. So I don't have to buy fruit right now. That's going to be my fruit. But this vegetable thing is an issue. I'm struggling and I just forget about it. And then, oh yeah, right now, do I have vegetables? Well, no, I don't have vegetables right now. That's true. No, I'm going to lie. That's not right. I have peppers. I could just cut up some peppers and I have hummus and that could be a snack. Look, that, but I need to work towards, and I have a couple recipes I want to try for like a Mediterranean, like chickpea salad with all kinds of good stuff in it. Also, this other woman I saw, it's like a whole, it's like quinoa, and all kinds of roasted vegetables and chickpeas and y'all. So when am I doing that? I'm going to go by Trader Joe's tomorrow for I'm getting low on my half and half stuff, my oat milk creamer. And guess what? Sue Mark and I have a date this Saturday at 2 o'clock. We will come together and do taste tests. There may be some Christmas stuff. There may be some Thanksgiving stuff. We really got to get that. But I've just been so unfocused and unhappy. It's very hard for me, you know, to do stuff like that. But we'll be here and hopefully we'll get our groove on. So, yeah. But I don't need to buy quinoa. I don't need to buy that kind of, I have chickpeas, y'all. I do. I have all kinds of beans. And I'm threatening to do a Walmart pickup on Sunday. So I got to get some plans. So I know what I'm going to eat. So maybe we'll do this kind of thing. Because I got to order my pickup date early for, if I want early Sunday morning, I need to do that like tomorrow-ish. So maybe tomorrow morning we'll talk about food, right? Food is smart. Y'all, I just got to get one book. I know I say this and don't know why I don't do it. But we're going to do some food planning. I want to look at my selection of beans. And then also I want to start doing, getting, you know, dried beans and getting them undried. Right? That's a process, y'all. And cheaper. And if I'm going to plan, is it like raw beans? Is that what it's called? Anyway. Okay. That's enough, right? We're not going to do any more than that. We're going to work on coming up with some meals. I have some chicken, you know, I have some proteins in the freezer. I have I have some frozen vegetables that will get me through this week. Like I have a steak I took out. So I'm gonna cook that up today, and I'm gonna slice it up, and then I'm going to have some taco salad with steak on it. Right? And then maybe, I'll have tacos Thursday night. So I've got to work that through. I was at Michelle's to get my phone, and she was making Mississippi chicken, which, y'all, that is so good. So I might go ahead and get some chicken, maybe a couple of dark pieces and breasts, and then cook that up and freeze it, y'all. Let's get out my zippy sandwich, that thing. We'll get that out. And I also want to do that with taco meat. Well, I'll have the chicken for taco meat, but I want to make some taco meat to freeze. And with my taco meat, I'm going to add some beans and other stuff to it. But the taco meat and then the chicken and some spaghetti sauce. I don't eat a lot, but I can make it and freeze it. And usually it actually tastes better. So that's what we're going to think about tomorrow, okay? Yeah. All right. So, love you guys. Thank you. If you're new, welcome. And you're this far, y'all, thank you. And let me know what it is you like or don't like. No, forget don't like. I want to hear what you don't like, because, yeah. But while you're here and why you would share me with someone and I likes and subscribes and all that is so important. But I got to do my part of doing the right hashtags and thumbnails. And yeah, the thumbnails, I'm just going to make them basic. I see these thumbnails, people are talented or, they hire people, which 100% if I had that kind of flow, I would be doing that. But I need to work on that. And, it's on my phone. It's limited, but that's okay. Just something, boom. Like ADHD, beware, you are entering an ADHD zone, y'all. And if you can't laugh, I don't know. When I feel cut off from, like, humor, like when I don't find humor, that's when I know, like, I feel like it is a dark night of the soul. That's, because usually I see things funny, or to me they're funny. I don't know. Anyway, say hi. I appreciate it, and I'll see you with some art.